All right, happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend and a good Mother's Day. So, what we're going to talk about today is housing and things in the house specifically. We will do a review of the rooms in the house, and we will do that first. And then we will go on to talk about items in the house. So, different things in the house. All right, oops, let's see. There we go. Working on a different laptop today, so hopefully this all goes smoothly. So as you might remember, we learned rooms last week. So we're just gonna do a review of rooms for today. So we're gonna go through and read these. You will notice it says bedroom down here, bedroom here 2 times. I'll only say it 1 time. That is, I'll only read, we'll say each word 2 times, but I'll only read that one once, okay? So number 1, living room. Living room. Number 2, kitchen. Kitchen. Number 3, dining room. Dining room. Number 4 and 5, bedroom. Bedroom. Number 6, bathroom. Bathroom. Number 7, laundry room. Laundry room. Number 8, hallway. Hallway. Number 9, closet. Closet. All right. So we're going to do a little activity here. So what I will do, I will ask you, what is it? And I would like you to tell me the name of the room. I will pause after I ask the question. I will ask the question 2 times, and I would like you to go ahead and say what you think the answer is, and then we will check it. So this is just a little activity. So this picture right here, what is it? What is it? A bathroom, right? Let's do some more. What is it? What is it? A laundry room. Next one. What is it? What is it? A bedroom. Next one. What is it? What is it? A dining room. Next one. What is it? What is it? A kitchen. Next one. What is it? What is it? A hallway. And the last one. What is it? What is it? A closet. Very good. How many of them did you get right? Did you get all of them? Yeah. All right. So moving on to some of our new words. So things in the house. So we got our little picture dictionary here. we're going to talk about furniture and objects in a home. Anytime we talk about the word furniture, we're thinking of big things, right? So your bed, your couch, your sofa, those sorts of things. When we think of objects, we're thinking of small things, right? So furniture, big things, objects, small things. All right, so you will notice I have added some words beneath some of these because there are some things that have more than one name. All right, yeah. All right, so number one, there's a lot of these. So we're going to say these after each slide, we'll talk about them. So number one, sofa, sofa, couch, couch. Number two, love seat, love seat. Number three, chair, chair, armchair, armchair. So just real quick on this one, and we'll do this after every slide. You might notice, so when you look at the sofa, how many people can sit on that? How many people? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. At least 3, right? So sofa or couch can have at least 3 people sitting on it, right? So that is what we would call a sofa or a couch. If we look at the love seat, 1, 2. 1, 2. So 2. 2 people can sit on the love seat. And our chair, our armchair, just 1, right? So that's how we can tell which word to use for it, is based on how many people can sit on that furniture or how many people it is designed to hold. So this you see one cushion, 1 pillow right here for 1 person. Here 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, like that. So that's each one of these is for 1 person. All right. Next one. Recliner. Number 4, recliner. 5, table lamp. Table lamp. Number 6, floor lamp. Floor lamp. Number 7, light bulb. Light bulb. Number 8, coffee table. Coffee table. Number 9, end table. End table. Or we could say side table. Side table. I'm visiting family. All right, so a few things here. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. So table lamp, this goes on a table, right? So this is something that's small, it can go on a table. Floor lamp goes on the floor, and these are very tall. Jumping back to the recliner, you can see these ones you can recline back in, right? That's why we call it a recliner, because you can recline, relax in it. We all know what light bulbs are. They keep our houses bright. Coffee table. So the coffee table goes in front of your couch or sofa. So if this is your couch or your sofa, so this is couch sofa, your coffee table goes right here in front, right? Your end table or side table goes on the side of your couch or sofa. So on this side or on this side right here. Again, I call it a side table. Other people may call it an end table. It's the same thing. All right, going on to the next. Oops. So here, I'm going to move this out a little bit. Okay. to find a little corner. Okay, next one, rug. Rug. 11, outlet. Outlet. 12, light switch. Light switch. 13, fireplace. Fireplace. 14, stove. Stove. 15, oven. Oven. All right, so our rug, this goes on the floor, of course. We might also call it a carpet. Usually though, we could say rug. So rugs can be big, they can be small, usually they're very colorful. Outlet right here, we use this to plug things in. Light switch, we turn it on and off. Fireplace, maybe you have one of these in your house, maybe you don't. You use this to keep warm. Stove, all right. So stove is the top part. Stove is the top part, and then oven is that part with the door. It opens and you put your food inside, yeah? So if I look at this picture, here's the stove up here I cook on top of, so here's my stove, I cook on top of the stove. And then the oven is the door, and then I put the food inside. So oven down here, stove on top. So we cook on a stove and we cook in an oven, or often we might say we bake in an oven. All right, next one. I know there's a lot of these. I'll try not to talk too much. Microwave, microwave, toaster, toaster, refrigerator, refrigerator, or fridge, fridge, counter, counter, sink, sink, cupboards, cupboards. All right, so microwave for cooking food, toaster for cooking bread in a special way that makes it more dry. The refrigerator actually has two parts. I did forget to put the second word. This is our refrigerator down here on the bottom, and on the top is the freezer. The freezer is very important because that's where you keep your ice cream and other cold, very cold things. So the fridge is cold and the freezer is very cold. It's freezing. So this is where you put your ice cream, and this is where you put other things, right? So things like milk, cheese, all of those. Counter. So the counter is the top part. So this is where you can put things in your kitchen counter. You have a sink in the kitchen. You also have a sink in the bathroom. So anywhere you have something that looks like this, sometimes a laundry room might have a sink. We would call that a sink. So not just in the kitchen, but in other rooms. And then we have cupboards down here. So cupboards in the kitchen, this is where we store food and other sorts of things. You may have cupboards in your bathroom. You may have cupboards in your hallway too. So cupboards can be in other rooms as well. One thing that I would like to point to, if we look down at the word cupboards, so you see this P right here. The P is silent, so we don't say the P. So we don't say cupboards, cupboards. So I'm going to say that word again, cupboards. So I don't pronounce the P, I just say the B, cupboards. Yeah? All right, next one. You're probably wondering, how many of these are there? I think there's like 40. Next one, 22. Dining table. Dining table. 23. Dining chair. Dining chair. 24. Blender. Blender. 25. Shower. Shower. 26. Bathtub. Bathtub. 27. Toilet. Toilet. All right, so dining table, these can be round, so in a circle shape, or they can be square. So this one is a round dining table. They can also be square or rectangular. Our dining chair, these are the chairs that go with our dining table. Blender, this is something we use for cooking. Well, I guess not really cooking, but to make different kinds of juices. Shower, so we have shower and bathtub. So shower, you stand up, you know, take a shower. Bathtub is when you fill it up and then you can wash in the water. So when I clean my dogs, I give them a bath in the bathtub. They don't like it, but they get clean, and that's the most important part. And then of course toilet, we all know what our toilet's for. Next one, 28, toilet paper. Toilet paper. 29, plunger. Plunger. 30, sink. Sink. 31, mirror. Mirror. 32, fan. Fan. 33, towel rack. Towel rack. All right, so toilet paper, I think we all know what that is. Plunger, this is what you use if you're having problems with your toilet where the water won't go down. You can try using a plunger to fix it. Sink, like we said before, so sink you can have in the bathroom, the laundry room, the kitchen, many places you can have a sink. I'd like to point out here, and let's see, yeah, I'm gonna give you two words right here. Let's see, let's do the view. Let's see, oh, full screen, there we go, that's what we want. So I'm gonna give you two extra words here. And those are gonna be faucet and drain. Go back to the presentation. So these are good words to know. So faucet, so this is for the sink. Should probably, here, let me make it closer to the sink. And there we go. So in this picture, so this is the faucet right here. The faucet is where the water comes out. This is only for the sink. For the shower, we say something different. We would say shower head. So like head, like this head. So faucet is the part of the sink where the water comes out. And the drain down here at the bottom is where the water goes in and it goes down the pipes and out of your sink. Same is true for a shower or a bathtub. The hole that the water goes down and out of the shower, out of the bathtub, is also called a drain. So let's say those two. Faucet, faucet, drain, drain. So a few extra words here. This one is kind of hard to say, mirror. So it's like mirror, 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 and then you say it kind of quickly. So mirror, you can see yourself, see if you look beautiful, handsome, of course you do. Fan, this is usually in your bathroom. you'll have your light switch and there'll be two, and then one of them will be for the fan, one of them will be for just the light. So most bathrooms will have a switch with two. Some bathrooms will just have one where you turn it on in both light and fan. Come on. Number 33, towel rack. So this is where you hang your towel. All right. 34, twin bed. Twin bed. 35, bunk bed. Bunk bed. 36, crib. Crib. 37, double bed. Double bed. This is also called full-size bed. Full-size bed. We'll talk about that a little more in a second. 38, dresser. Dresser. 39, nightstand. Nightstand. All right. So these are all kinds of beds. Here's your twin bed. So this is the smallest bed that you can buy. So your twin size bed. Good bed for children or one person. Bunk bed. So this is when you have one here and one up here. So two people can sleep in here again, usually something for children. Crib. This is a baby's bed. The double bed is also called the full-size bed. So if you go to the store to buy sheets, sheets are the blankets for the bed. If you go to the store, you won't buy double sheets, you'll buy full-size sheets. The other two bed sizes are queen size and king size, and those get bigger and bigger. Dresser, place for you to put your clothes and other things. And nightstand, this is next to your bed. So here's your bed, and then here's your nightstand, it's next to. And your nightstand might have a lamp on it, so a table lamp, a clock, a book you're reading, pictures, whatever you want to have on your nightstand. All right, I think, oh, we're almost there. I know, there's a lot of words today. So we will practice a lot with the words in the activities we do. So don't worry about knowing all of these 100%. We'll have a lot of time to practice these over the week. So number 40, desk. Desk. 41, ceiling fan. Ceiling fan. 42, window. Window. 43, door. Door. 44, sliding glass door. Sliding glass door. 45, window screen. Window screen. All right, so desk for studying. Your ceiling fan, we say it spins. So it spins, it keeps the house cool. It moves the air in the room also. Window, you can look outside. Door, you can go outside. Sliding glass door, this is a door and it's made of glass, and so what you have is you have a door and it will slide open. So this part will stay, this won't move, but this one will slide open and then you can walk outside. Window screen, sometimes your window will also have a screen, so it's kind of like a mesh over it. Sometimes you might have a screen door even, so it's just an extra layer. So if your window has a screen, when you open the window, you can't reach your hand out, right? Because there's a screen there. There's something else there to keep bugs, animals, those sorts of things from coming into your house, but you can still have your window open and air can come inside. So that's what a screen is for. Maybe you have a screen door, same kind of thing. You can have your door open, but animals, bugs, those sorts of things cannot come inside. We're almost there. I think this is the last one. All right, 46, furnace, furnace. 47, air conditioner, air conditioner. 48, window, air conditioner, window, air conditioner. 49, vent, vent. 50, air filter, air filter. 51, chimney, chimney. All right, so furnace. So this is something that helps keep your house warm in the winter when it's cold. So when you go to your air system on the wall, a little box, and you hit heat, because you want the house to be hot or warm, I should say, the furnace will come on. Air conditioner does the opposite. So air conditioner, you turn it on and the house is cool, right? Window air conditioner, so this is something small and it fits right in your window. So you might have seen this in movies. So there's a air conditioner and then there's the window that's kind of closed on top of it. Vent. So this, you probably have these in your house or apartment. So the vent is where the air, either the hot air or the cold air, comes out when you turn on your air conditioner or your furnace, your heat or your cold. One very important thing, make sure that these vents are clear and nothing is blocking them. Just because, especially when it's the hot air coming out, there can be a problem if there's something close to it or touching it, especially if it's something that could catch on fire. So you just want to make sure those vents are clear and there's nothing in front of them. Also, just the other reason is that you won't feel the nice cool air or the warm air coming out if they're blocked. But it's very important that you keep those blocked. Sorry, not blocked. You make sure they are not blocked. There we go. So keep those clear. So there's nothing in front of those. Air filter, these go inside. So if you open that vent, you will find an air filter inside. It's good to change these, to replace these and get new ones every so often. You can open them and check them. If they look kind of okay, you can leave them in. If they look really dirty, you might want to think about replacing them and getting new ones. And these just make sure that, things like dust and other things don't enter into your apartment, your house through the air. They kind of catch those. Chimney, if you have a fireplace, this is where your smoke comes out of the fireplace, from the fireplace. Again, if you don't have a fireplace, you won't have this. All right. So those are our new words. Okay, excellent. I was like, is there more? That's all we have. I know all of our new words for this week. We won't get more new words till next week, so don't worry. So we're gonna do practice. We're gonna do 3 of these. You will see these activities on the Google form also. So when you go back to the Google Classroom and you click to do the worksheet online, you will see things that look just like this that we're going to do here. So think of this as practice. So I'm going to give you a picture. Here's your picture. And I'm going to give you 2 words: sofa, table lamp. And I want you to tell me, what is it? So what is it? Sofa, table lamp. Which one? Go ahead and say it out loud. What is it? Sofa, right? It's written down here. You'll also see them up here just for these ones. let's do another one. Dining table, television. Which one? What is it? Dining table, television. Dining table, right? We're going to do one more. Floor lamp, end table. Floor lamp, end table. Which one? Floor lamp, right? So what you will see, I will give you a picture just like this, and I'll give you 2 words, and you're going to pick one of those 2 words, okay? The next activity, we have a few activities we're going to do today. I will also ask you, this one's a little bit harder. So I do want to review our rooms this week. And so one way I want to do that is I'm going to give you an item. Don't worry, I won't pick any hard ones. I'll pick easy ones. I will give you an item, and I want you to tell me, what room is this in? Or what room is this usually in? I won't give you something like light switch where it's in, you know, all of the rooms, maybe later, but not today. So what room? What room can I find this in? So when I say, so I'm not asking what is it? What is it? Of course, it's a refrigerator, right? It's a fridge. But what room? So bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, hallway, living room, dining room. What room for this? What do you think? The kitchen, right? So we're going to do 2 more practices of these. You will see these on the activity. We're practicing these here now, so when you see it later, you say, oh yeah, I saw this before. I remember this. We did this in the video. All right, this one, what room? What do you think? What room? The bedroom. If you said the baby's room or nursery, those are good answers too. If you kept it nice and simple and said the bedroom, that is also correct. What room? What do you think? What room? The bathroom, right? All right. If you said, maybe you said this was the kitchen because it looked like a sink, I'll take that. But this is the shower, if you remember our picture from earlier. So the answer here is supposed to be the bathroom. All right. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna move my face. So our little bit of grammar. This one has us doing a couple different things. I'm gonna make it a little easier for the writing in our lesson. So if you're saying, wow, these are kind of long sentences, don't worry about writing ones that are quite this long. I just want to practice with the there is, there are, and then getting our noun in the right place. We can add the phrases later, the prepositional phrases like in the room, on the wall. We'll work up to those. So don't worry about those just yet. I will read those for this explanation though. All right. So there is, there are. So this can be confusing because usually we see something different at the beginning of our sentence, and that different thing tells us, do I choose is, do I choose are? So there is, there are is a little bit, these are special sentences. So normally we see subject, verb, extra. For this is different. This does not follow that pattern. In this one, our subject is actually this word right here. And there is just kind of a placeholder. So these are special kinds of sentences. They do not follow the usual pattern that I teach, but these are very useful, which is why we're learning these. So the pattern for these is there is plus singular noun. Singular means one, as you may remember. So singular is one. Noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. Examples: there is a sofa in the room. There is a table in the room. There is a picture on the wall. So here we have, there's the sofa, there's the table, there's the picture, and there is one of each, right? So there is a sofa and two armchairs in the room. So this is where it can get a little bit tricky. So if we're having two groups of things like this and we say, let's say we want to say a sofa, there's one sofa and two armchairs, but we say the one thing first, there's a sofa and two armchairs in the room. If we say it like that, we would say there is. As you will see over here, if we were to switch that order and say the two armchairs first, we would use are. But let's look at that first. So there are plus plural noun. Plural means two or more. So for example, I have two dogs, plural, right? Because there's two of them. So our examples here, there are books on the shelf. There are flowers on the TV. There are books on the floor. So here's the books on the shelf. You can see there's many books, flowers, many flowers, and books on the floor. It looks about 3 or 4 of them, more than 2, right? So the other thing about plural, and we've talked about this a little bit too, is we add s, s, s to show that it's more than 1, 2 or more, right? And if we look over at our singular nouns, you remember what we practiced last week? We practiced with a and an mean one. So we're going to use those with there is. There are, we're going to be adding s to our nouns to make them plural. Looking at this example here, there are 2 armchairs and a sofa in the room. So if you remember our sentence over here, oops, there we go. So if we have 2 items that we're talking about, so one of them is singular, one of them is plural, right? If we say the singular one first, there is a sofa and 2 armchairs, and then we say the plural second, we would use there is. If we say the plural one first, there are 2 armchairs and a sofa in the room. So it all depends on which one we want to say first if we're talking about 2 different things. I won't ask you to do that today, but that's an extra thing that you might see. If you want to talk about more than one thing, more than one object in a sentence, that is how you would write them. So here is kind of the easier version of all that. So if you looked at that and said, wow, that's kind of a lot, the sentences were long, can you make it a little easier? This is the easy version of that. So there is a, there is am, and then we have a noun, one item. Example, there is a sofa, one sofa. There is an end table, so one end table. And again, if you're not sure of the rules for a or an, I would recommend going back and looking at, I believe it was Fridays. Last Friday we covered a, and we have the slideshow, there's the video. I'd go back and look at that. down here, there are, and then our plural noun. So 2 or more items, we're adding S. So same items, there are sofas, but now I have an S. And I don't use a or an for this because a or an means one, right? And I don't mean one here, I mean 2 or more. There are end tables. So one thing I'd like to add about this, if we have something that is 2 words, like end table, we don't add S to both words. We don't add them to the 2 words. We add them to this second one right here. So only the second one gets the S. All right, so we are getting towards the end. I know you're like, oh, I hope so. I know it's been a long video, but we got a lot of good vocabulary. And again, and I'm sure many of you have noticed this, I post all of my slideshows. So what I'm showing you on my screen, I post those. So if you want to go back and look at those, read through those to help you remember something you heard in the video or just to practice. Those are on the Google Classroom. All right, so we're gonna do a little listening. The listening here, I will have you do some writing today in our activity. The writing should look very close to what you will hear in the listening. So what I would like for you to write, I'd like you to write sentences just like what you're going to hear in the listening. So I'm going to have you look at the picture. What do you see? I will give you different pictures for your writing activity, but my hope is that your writing will look similar, very close to what I'm about to speak to you. So we will use there is, there are. So words we are listening for is, are, there. And I may have a word for one of the objects in the room. So next slide. All right. So I'm going to read this 3 times. So again, at this time, I know I'm going to add most of these towards the end of the videos we're going to do. So just always know from now on, or, or it's just good practice, have some paper nearby, just in case. So if you want to grab some paper, some pencil, you can go ahead and write down the missing words. So I'm going to read this 3 times and then we will go over the answers. So first read. There is a clock. There are books. There is a floor lamp. There is a sofa. There is a coffee table. There is a fireplace. There are many bricks. All right, I'm going to read it 2 more times. And one quick thing, if you finish, you can just go ahead and say the sentences with me. How does that sound? So if you finish, if you're like, ooh, that was easy, I got them all already, you can go ahead and say the sentences with me. If you missed 1 or 2, take that time to fill it in. But if I read something, say 3 times, but you finish after the first or the second read, for the last read or the last 2 reads, you can go ahead and say them with me. So I'm going to read this 2 more times. There is a clock. There are books. There is a floor lamp. There is a sofa. There is a coffee table. There is a fireplace. There are many bricks. So I'll give you about 10, 15 seconds. So write down anything you might have missed. Again, you don't have to write the whole thing, just the missing words. All right, last time. There is a clock. There are books. There is a floor lamp. There is a sofa. There is a coffee table. There is a fireplace. There are many bricks. So, quick question before we go to the answers. What are bricks? What are bricks? Can you show me, can you point to bricks on the screen for me? Go ahead and point to what are the bricks? So bricks like right here, right? On the wall, there's bricks on the wall. There are also bricks in the fireplace, right? So a few other things that we see in this picture that I did not talk about. We see a picture in the picture. We see a rug. We see some candles up here. We see a teapot and a tea cup. So those are just some extra things. So let's look at our answers. So go ahead and read this with me. There is a clock. There are books. There is a floor lamp. There is a sofa. There is a coffee table. There is a fireplace. There are many bricks. Yeah? Did you get them all? Yeah? All right, excellent. So that is all that I have for you today. Again, if you have any questions, you can comment below on this YouTube video. You can make a comment in the Google Classroom. You can send me a message, a text, anything like that. If you have questions on anything you saw in this video today, at this time, you are going to go back to the Google Classroom and you will do the activity for our new household items, as well as and then after you do that, and again, I won't ask you to work with all of our new words today. We're going to kind of break them up throughout the week. So you'll go back to the Google Classroom and do the activities, I should say, that go with it. This slideshow will be available to you also if you want to go through and just look at it one more time. It may be any of the pictures. That'll be something you can look at. So happy Monday. Thank you for watching. And stay tuned for more.